follow the edge of the woods at a slow pace. The ground is soft beneath my feet. My hand rests beneath my chin out of habit. My gaze stays a few steps ahead. A horn. I raise my head toward the trees. A roar of voices, then iron striking shields. The sound carries through the woods. I leave the path. No need to hurry. I make my way through the undergrowth. The trees begin to thin. At the edge of the woods, my palm meets the trunk of a tree. The bark is damp. Down below in the clearing, two formations collide. My gaze moves across the banners, then stops. That banner, that crest, it reminds me of ramparts, an immense gate. My hand leaves the trunk. I start to take a step. Who's there? A hand emerges from the tree behind me and settles on my shoulder. A woman steps out of the trunk without slowing down. I barely turn my eyes toward her. You? So, it was you. She doesn't even answer me. I watch her pass, listening as she asks her questions, her hands slowly gliding from one shoulder to the other. Who to help? Who to defeat? Who has to die? I'm supposed to choose. Is that it? I keep my eyes on her. She reaches the tree in front of her and tilts her head slightly with that irritating smile. Then she disappears into the trunk. As if I would. So that's your game? You wanna know, don't you? I open my hand. A cold light gathers in my palm. The bow takes shape between my fingers. I find the string, I draw halfway. No farther. I release. The lunar arrow strikes the ground between the two formations. The clearing disappears into the light. When the light recedes, a trench divides the two camps. Fighters are still rolling along its edges. No one is fighting anymore. One face turns toward me. Then another. They search for the source of the shot and find me. I keep my arm extended for a few seconds. Then I lower it. The bow slowly comes apart between my fingers. At my feet, my shadow stirs. A black silhouette rises beside a weapon still held high. Another between the ranks. Another at the edge of the trench. Then more. Still not enough? Very well. I tilt my head slightly. All across the clearing, my shadows follow my movement. I take one step back. My body melts into my shadow. One of my shadows waits beside a man. I step through it like a doorway and take form in front of him. He turns his head, our eyes meet. His wrist falters, his fingers open, his sword falls. I'm already somewhere else. On the other side of the trench, another shadow welcomes me. One sharp movement, a weapon falls, then the one who carried it. Farther away, two fighters strike one of my shadows. The iron passes through it. I step through another and take form behind them. They fall in turn. From one shadow to the next, I move between the two camps. A weapon rises. I melt into shadow. Another falls. I take form somewhere else. The last weapons are lowered. Finally. A few groans. Metal still rolls across the ground. My shadows remain standing among the ranks. One of them waits for me at the edge of the trench. I take form in its place. My gaze moves slowly from one camp to the other. Beneath the banner, they stare at me without understanding across from them. I don't recognize a single face. No one moves. I lift my chin slightly. Enough! Gather your dead and your wounded and leave! A few eyes turn toward the fallen weapons, then toward the trench. I wait, my arms folded. Do any of you still intend to raise a weapon? To continue this fight? Around me, my shadows remain still. No one answers. Well,